Hey lovely people of YouTube, today I'm going to talk about how to get your ex back, and I'm going to tell you how to do it through texting. Stay tuned for this great video. Alright, we're talking about how to get your ex back, and this is a very delicate issue because not all relationships are the same and not all relationships end the same way. But I came across this program and I wanted to share it with you because it was really interesting, and I think it can actually work for people who are actually trying to get back with their ex at this right moment. So if you're in that situation, this is a great video for you. Before I start, down in the description, I'm going to leave you a link to that video. I'm also going to put a link right here, right now, to that program where you can learn more things about how to actually get your ex back through texting. Make sure you watch the video until the end so you can actually visit my blog. There's links down here, and I'll put some links up there as well to visit my blog where you can get two amazing gifts for free just for visiting it. So let's go into this program, which is very interesting, and that's why I'm sharing it with you today. All right, getting with your ex back. First, you have to, you need to know why the relationship ended, and you need to actually think about it very deeply and understand what were the reasons for ending that relationship. It can be because, well, infidelity. It can be because of, the way life is today. We get so busy and stressed, and we don't have time for the partner and for our lover, and we don't have enough sex. We don't have enough time for romance, and there's so many things that actually can make us end relationships which end without even noticing it. We don't know why they are ending, and sometimes it's difficult, and maybe you love that person, but there's nothing there. There's no romance, there's no lust, there's nothing going on, but there's love. So there's many reasons why things end, and not all the time it will work the same way. So actually through texting, maybe you cannot actually get a relationship back if there's infidelity, for example. It may be difficult. It depends on the person, it depends on the girl, it depends on the guy, and it depends on the level of forgiveness that you're willing to do. All right, because forgiveness is a difficult task, and you need to actually do it from the inside, and you need to actually forgive, and you need to forget things that happen. Maybe not forget because it's difficult to forget, but definitely forgive, and want to start from zero again. All right, that's the first premise that you have to have in order to get back. All right, how do you get that? Texting is a great way to do it because sometimes it's very difficult to talk about our feelings face to face. Sometimes it's overwhelming. You get when you're talking to someone face to face, feelings come up, and we might cry, we might shout, and we might do things that we don't want to do, and they don't help us to actually solve the situation. So sometimes texting or writing is a great way to actually start putting those barriers down and trying to actually say what you feel without having the other person responding right away. All right, so that's why texting is a great way. That's why I thought it was a great thing when I saw this program. I saw, oh, wow, this is great, and actually the content was very interesting. So forgiveness is the first thing. The other thing you need to do is definitely show understanding and show understanding of what happened, and understanding of why the other person may be very irritated or may be angry at you. You need to show understanding and show that you're actually sorry for what happened, and that you understand her feelings or his feelings on what happened. All right, it's very, very important to show that, because if you don't show understanding, it's very difficult to break those barriers down. It's very, very, very difficult. One of the other things that you need to start doing again is a way of seduction, and trying to awaken that lust again, because it's probably totally down. And if you want to go back to a partner, seduction must be there, and a lust must be there. There must be passion, must be coming back again. And one very important thing to know is that seduction and romance can be recovered. It can be recovered, and it can be taken back again into a situation that it was previous, or actually it can actually even get better or different. So the thing is that it can be done, and many couples, when they go through a bad time and so on, sometimes the recovery or the comeback is even better, because they actually talk deeper into what they want, into what they feel, and so on. So sometimes we don't talk about it. So it's very important to understand that it can be recovered. The last thing he talks about is about erasing bad memories, and this is very important. I talked about it before. I talked about difference between forgiveness and forgetting, and forgiveness is one thing. That means to forgive something that someone has done bad to you, something that you didn't like, and you forgive him for that or her for that. Forgetting is more difficult because once we experience something, it's in our head and it's our brain, and we can always call it back and remember it perfectly. So forgetting is it takes time to forget, and but it can be done. So erasing bad memories can be done through positive stimulation. That means through having positive experiences, and the more positive experiences we have, in this case with the other person, the easier it will be to erase that bad memory. And time will help. Time will always help to erase that bad memory. But it's one of the things that you have to try to do as well. And you can do that also using texting. Can be the first step to do that throughout the time. All right. So it's really very, very important to understand that difference between forgiveness and forgetting. And because forgiveness is the first premise, it's the one that actually is going to take that relationship to be possible again. All right. Very, very important. I'll leave you a link to the program here again, so you can actually visit it there. You get a video and you get introduction, and it's really good because you'll get a lot of things out of it. Other things that these programs talk about, it's about strategies on how to text and techniques on how to do things. All right, what are the first steps that you have to do depending on the situation you experience. If it was infidelity, if it was, I don't know, lack of romance, lack of sex, lack of anything, whatever it brought you to the situation, it will be covered first. You have to decide which way to take, because depending on what happened, you will have to use a different strategy because it's not the same. And also you have to see what happens with that person, because not every single person is the same either. So maybe that person will react differently to different things. So you have a lot of tools here to actually know where to go. And as I mentioned at the beginning, texting can be very, very powerful way to actually start to break the barriers, start to break that other person's barrier in terms of talking, because the feelings that come up when you talk face to face are sometimes difficult to actually maintain or to control, and things get out of hand, and then nothing happens. Really, nothing happens. That's why texting is a great way to do it. One thing that the program gives you is actually the actual texts that it's over 100, a list of over 100 texts, depending on the situation, that you can use and they have been proven to work in this type of situation. So it really you have all the tools and all the things that you need to do in order to get your ex back. Either if you're a man or a woman, it will work the same way. So thank you for watching this video. I'll leave you a link to my blog right here. You can see it right there. Visit it because you get free gifts if you visit it. Subscribe to my channel to receive videos like this every single week. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.